Well, here we are back here again today. Finally got this passenger side torque box completely welded in. It's completely installed. Got the toe board installed. Started to put my front suspension back on just so that I could check the try to get the sway bar measurement and put on these stabilizer arms here. And several years ago, I welded this front end and the cross member and the upper spring part here, whatever you call this cap, welded to the top of the frame. And I had these stock control arms. I took them off of a I believe it was a 75 Mustang 2 that we cut this front suspension out of. It's stock spindle. 302. It's got that stabilizer arm there was the original stock one. And you can see there, I ended up cut it to length and shortened it up and welded it back together. And when I had the suspension in, the little mount there, you can see this metal piece. I cut that to where it was touching the frame. And for some reason now, it's not touching anymore. I do have the jack under the suspension. It is, you can see my spring's not always set in there. Maybe that's got something to do with it. I let my jack down and it looks like my spring popped around a little bit here. This piece should be done in there, but I don't know. Maybe if I put the suspension on, let the whole front end of the car sit on the suspension instead of the jack, maybe it'll go back up there, because I'm pretty sure that's how I checked the fit of it and welded in before. But I don't know, just something else we got to tackle. But it's coming along. Getting there. I need to clean these control arms up and paint them. I'm probably going to paint them a gloss black. Probably should put new ball joints in uppers and lowers. Clean everything up. I'm getting along. Started grinding off some more welds. All the holes that I had in there, I'm welding them all shut. And that side, I haven't gotten back to that side yet. I need to take my gauge cluster out and get behind it and make sure there's no wires back there or anything when I start welding. Definitely don't need to start a fire. I'll show you this toe board that I welded in. It's all up in there. I got some kind of metal sealer on it. See that side I haven't gotten back to yet, but it's coming along. Interior is not too bad. It's getting kind of dirty and dusty in here from working on it, but it's coming along. Got some trash in here. Headliner's good. All the chrome in here is good. But this is definitely a project. Something I'm learning on and learning as I go. Something I never did before. I'm not a master welder. Definitely beginner at metal fabricating and beginner at welding. Beginner at everything I'm doing here. Just got to learn it as I go and take what I've learned in the past from watching my dad and just try to get it done. I think I'm coming along, but it gets a little frustrating coming out here, and I'm usually the only one working on it, and it's starting to get labor intensive and tiring. It's nice to put these things on YouTube and have people's feedback on them and tell me what I'm doing wrong, or they tell me what I'm liking or what they're liking, and it helps me a lot. It helps me come back out here and come get to work. So just leave me a comment either way if you like what I'm doing or you don't like what I'm doing, or if I'm doing something wrong or something that maybe there's something else that I should do. Just leave a comment on there or send me a message. Help keep me motivated. Hopefully soon we'll get some more work. What's today? Today's Thursday. I'll be back out here probably Tuesday morning. I'll go ahead and start tackling that passenger or the driver's side there and get that toe board put in and excuse me. Get that toe board in and get this that torque box in there and get it completely welded in, and once I do that, I get that suspension put on. And now get this thing off of jack stands. I put it back down on the ground once I get the suspension put on. Maybe Monday I'll go get some new ball joints put on these control arms, and don't want to mock it up with bad parts, so we'll do something. But like I said, just leave a comment, let me know what you're thinking, and help me stay motivated on what I'm doing. Alright, I'll keep you updated.